Welcome to a new Draw My Life video.
How's your summer going, TikTakers? We're having so much fun. Even though we don't get any holidays, we can't stop sending videos to Planet Tactico. We have moved our office to the beach, and we make the most out of every break we have to swim and have a refreshing ice cream. Our favorite is one we make ourselves, with Oreo flavor. Do you want to know how to make it? I'm sure you do. Who doesn't like these delicious Oreos, right? They have been winning the hearts of kids and adults since nothing less than the year 1912. The ones responsible for this were the cookies manufacturer National Biscuit Company, now called Nabisco, and they were born in the popular neighborhood of Manhattan in New York. It was created to compete against the other famous cookie back in the day, the Hydrox, which ended up having to accept its defeat and left the market. Even though nowadays there are many different versions, original Oreos were made of 2 dark chocolate wafers and a plentiful portion of vanilla cream between them. A bigger portion than now! The design of his trademarked pattern goes back to 1952, with a wreath around the edge of the cookie and the name Oreo in the center. And what does the name mean? Even though we don't know for sure, there are several theories. It may come from the French word or, meaning gold, or it may come from Greek as a translation of beautiful, pleasant, or well done. All answers sound great, as this cookie is sold in more than 100 different countries. Most of its production comes from the central factory in Richmond, Virginia, US, though there are more around the world. For example, there is one in Spain that works for all Western Europe, or the one in Peru, which works for all Latin America. As far as we know, it is the only cookie that has its own instructions. We all know the twist the cookie, lick the cream, and dunk it in milk, right? Well then, today, we're gonna show you another way to eat them. As irresistible. Get ready for the delicious Oreo ice cream. Are you ready, TikTakers? We're gonna start, as usual, going over the ingredients we'll need. 250 grams of cream cheese, another 250 grams of yogurt. You can use any light flavor. We've chosen sweet plain yogurt. 150 milliliters of milk, and 30 grams of sugar. And of course, a lot of Oreos. Around 15 should be enough. And this should be good for about 6 ice creams. Now, on to the tools. First, we need a big bowl where we can put all the ingredients together. There, we will mix them, preferably with a wire whip like this. It will also be good if we have a plastic bag, those we use to keep food in. We'll explain why later on. Also handy if you have a rolling pin and spoons. Look how cool is this one! And last but not least, a mold to make the ice creams. Have it all, TikTakers? Let's start then! The first step is grinding the cookies. It is perfect if you do it with a beater or a blender, but if you don't have one, don't panic! This is why we asked you for a plastic bag. It's our alternative method. We'll put them inside the bag and zip it to grind them. We will avoid having crumbs all around. You can do it with a rolling pin, though if you don't have one around, here's another trick. Use a long, tall glass. Carefully, but with a lot of energy, crush them until they break into small pieces. We get rid of stress at the same time. In a different bowl, we'll mix all the other ingredients together, and we will stir until we get a uniform mixture. As we said, if you have a wire whip, much better. Make an effort, TikTakers! It is important that you leave no lumps, so the ice cream is creamy. See? This is the texture you're looking for. Now the mixture is ready for us to add the crushed Oreos. We add them little by little and mix it all up. Once again, until we have a uniform mixture with no lumps. So much stirring that your arm hurts. Hang in there, TikTakers! Almost done, and the result will be worth it. You can also add some small bits and pieces of cookies without crushing them, so it's got even more flavor. And so the mixture is ready. In order to turn it into ice cream, we'll have to cool it down for some hours in the freezer. You can use the mold you like. The more original, the better. We've chosen these with aquatic shapes, perfect for summertime. You'll see, they're funny. With a spoon, we'll fill in each mold. Fill them all the way up, TikTakers, no empty space left. But whichever mold you use, don't forget to put a stick on each ice cream so we don't make a mess to eat them. With the molds all filled up and in the freezer, the most difficult part of the process comes: waiting for 5 or 6 hours. Finally, the time has passed, our ice creams are frozen, and we can finally enjoy them. If you find it hard to get them out, here's a little trick. Put the mold in warm or hot water until they come off. Look at this cool shape. This one is a shark. It is a shame they're not gonna last for long. And this is all about our tutorial on how to make Oreo ice cream. We hope you have a very sweet and fun summer, TikTakers. And don't miss our dates in the channel. See you in the next episode.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it. And if you want to see more Draw My Life videos, subscribe to our channel. See you in the next episode.